George Clooney puts on an animated display as he and Julia Roberts continue filming their new movie Ticket to Paradise on the Gold Coast. George Clooney and Julia Roberts have been filming their new movie Ticket to Paradise in Australia since November. And on Wednesday, the Hollywood heavyweights were pictured in the midst of recording scenes with the beautiful setting of the Gold Coast as a backdrop. George, 60, put on a very animated display in the images as he sported a wide-mouthed gaze and clenched fists, while his castmates smiled around him. Meanwhile, Julia, 54, appeared to shield her face from view as she looked on at the rest of the crew. The actress looked stunning in a form-fitting lilac jumpsuit teamed with a beige wide-rimmed hat, which she grabbed onto with her left hand. George looked dapper in a lemon-colored shirt and blue shorts. The actor appeared in his element as he chatted to the rest of the group excitedly. The Silver Fox teamed his look with a pair of oversized sunglasses. In other images, the pair were spotted walking across a beach and besides large rocks while other crew members held sun-safe umbrellas. There was also an entire swarm of umbrellas on another part of the beach, perhaps to shelter the extras from the beaming Queensland sunshine. It was revealed back in March that George and Julia were heading to Australia to film the hotly anticipated project. The film received a $6.4 million grant from the federal government's Location Incentive Program. George and Julia play a divorced couple who travel to Bali in a desperate bid to stop their daughter, played by Caitlin Dever, from getting married. The movie also stars Billie Lourd as Dever's best friend, who travels with her to Bali, where she decides to marry a local. The 2-month project will be filmed entirely in Queensland, with the picturesque Whitsundays doubling for Bali. The production is expected to generate $47 million for the Australian economy and create more than 270 jobs. Ticket to Paradise is written and directed by Oliver Parker, who helmed the Best Exotic Marigold Hotel and Mamma Mia! Here We Go Again. Longtime friends George and Julia have starred in 3 films together, Ocean's 11, 2001, Ocean's 12, 2004, and Money Monster, 2016. George relocated to Australia in October with his human rights lawyer wife Amal and the couple's 5-year-old twins, Alexander and Ella. Despite spending their mandatory 14-day quarantine period at a sprawling NSW Southern Highlands estate rather than the usual hotel, George still complained about the conditions. "You have to stay in one place for 14 days until you're finally allowed to go out and breathe," he told WTF podcast host Mark Maron. Meanwhile, Julia also jetted into Australia in October, spending her quarantine period at a $56.9 million mansion in Sydney's Vaucluse. The property was the former rental home of Lachlan and Sarah Murdoch, the son and daughter-in-law of Australian-born media mogul Rupert Murdoch. The home was patrolled by around-the-clock armed guards, while multiple chefs, waiters and housekeepers stayed with Julia as part of her travel bubble. George and Julia are good friends in real life, having first met on the set of Ocean's 11 back in 2001. But Julia admitted she initially wasn't a huge fan of the Hollywood hunk, because he was always pranking her, revealing their relationship only changed for the better when she was pregnant. At George's house, "I remember walking down this path pregnant with Fia and Hazel and turning the corner, and all the boys were sitting at the table having lunch," she told Allure in September 2015 of a lunch with her Ocean's 11 co-stars. "They were like, 'Oh, come sit down.' I wasn't allowed to walk the stairs. It was such a sweet shift in our relationships because originally, it was all pranks and teasing each other. And here I am pregnant, so it's like pulling out my chair and just making sure I have enough water and, 'Are you feeling okay? You look a little peaked.' I'm fine." In an interview with People in April 2016, Julia said it was a relief that she and George aren't just Hollywood friends. "I just said to him an hour ago, 'Thank God we really do like each other, or we'd be in hell,'" she said at the time. Furthermore, George said their families are also good friends, which makes it easy for them to collaborate regularly. "Danny, Motor, Julia's husband, and I are great friends and love each other. What's fun is it's really like a family," he told People. "It makes it easy. It's really fun to go. Hey, let's do this movie together," added Julia. "What he's saying is we've just stitched our lives closer together. All these people that come into our lives, my husband, my children, his wife Amal Clooney. We just keep stitching our lives closer together." According to a report by Closer last month, Julia traveled to Australia with her sister, Lisa, while Danny stayed at home in California with their 3 teenage children. Julia's in Cindy with her sister Lisa, who is also a producer on the film, and a team that includes writers, wardrobe people and crew. "It's a group that's close to Julia," revealed a source. "We just keep stitching our lives closer together." According to a report by Closer last month, Julia traveled to Australia with her sister, Lisa, while Danny stayed at home in California with their 3 teenage children. Julia's in Cindy with her sister Lisa, who is also a producer on the film, and a team that includes writers, wardrobe people and crew. "It's a group that's close to Julia," revealed a source.